we are now looking at questions involving code or password creation or even number plate creation. So we're looking at KZN 2024 September paper 1. So they were given this question. Towards the end of 2023, the KZN Traffic Department introduced a new number plate system for cars in the province. Each number plate consists of, that's the most important part for us, 2 letters, which are alphabets, followed by 2 digits, followed by 2 letters, and ending with ZN. Okay, so this ZN is fixed, so they are showing us an example here. So we know that ZN is fixed. So this one would be fixed. So we don't need to worry about it, it's always going to be there. But what is changing is this, where we can have different arrangements. It's for these first 6 characters. So they're saying all 26 letters of the alphabet, excluding Q and 5 vowels, may be used. So we underline that. So we're using all the letters except Q and the 5 vowels. And then in terms of the digits, we can use digits from 0 to 9. Let's look again at them. Just begin what they gave us. We need to find how many letters do we have. So they're saying excluding Q and 5 vowels. So we have 26 letters, so minus 6. So we only have 20 to be used. Very important. Then we look at digits. How many digits can we use? 0 to 9, which is 10 digits. We need these numbers because that's how we're going to get our different combinations. Okay, so let's look at the first question. They are saying 10.2.1, how many different number plates can be made if letters and digits may be repeated? So we're creating 2, 4, 6. So I'm going to ignore that n because it's always going to be fixed. It's not going to change. So we're going to focus on the first 6 characters. So we've got 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I always put these lots. So the first lot is for the first character, the second, the third. So we know what they gave us, that the first 2 would be letters, and then these 2 would be digits, and then the last 2 would be letters again. Okay, so how many? So they're saying here, how many different number plates can be made if letters and digits may be repeated? So we can repeat. So we know we can repeat. We can get on the first letter, how many options do we have? We have how many letters? We have 20. So we'll have 20 here. On the second, that position for letters, how many letters do we have? We still have 20 because they said we can repeat them. So even if I've used B here, I can still use it here. But if they said this may not be repeated, it will be different. But now they're saying they may be repeated. So it's 20 digits. We've got 10 digits and they can be repeated. So on the first digit, we have 10 options. On the second one, we still have 10 because we can repeat letters. It's the same here. We still have 20 and we have 20. Very simple. So essentially, if they're saying we must repeat, then you multiply this out. So if they're saying these can be repeated, it becomes slightly easier for us. Then 10.2.1. Still have 6 slots. So they're saying how many different number plates can be made if letters and digits may not be repeated. If letters and digits may not be repeated. So now I cannot repeat. So we're still saying that on the first 2, it's letters followed by digit here. Then lastly, still going to be letters. See the difference now? We have 20 letters, but now we've used 1 letter here, so we're left with 19 options because we cannot repeat. If I've used B here, I cannot put B again here. B is now out. I can only use the letter once. Okay, then digits. They said both letters and digits may not be repeated. So need to read this careful because you can miss something. So we've got 10 digits. We've used 1 here. We now have 9 because we cannot repeat. Letters, it's just going to be the same as what we have here. In fact, not the same now. Let's be careful. It's not going to be 2019. Why? Because we have used 2 letters here. So now we must be careful. We must now have 18 letters left. Now we've used 3 letters. So subtract 1. We're not be left with 17 letters. And then our answer would be that times that times that times that. Which is, I wonder if you can get a good number there. Times 10 times 9 times 18 times 17. Oh, I'm getting 9,302,400 number plates. I must ask yourself, do we have 9,000 people? Because each person must have each car must have a unique, a different number plate. So just think, even KZN, we have more than 9 million cars, because if we don't, if you want to run out of number, or if you have more than, if you have 10 million cars, but you can only create 9,000, can only create 9 million number plates, you're going to have some people without number plates, or we'll have to repeat the number plates. So I hope you see that the creation of number plates is a bit complex, or it is an application of mathematics. So if someone asks you, hey, where do we use mathematics in real life? Where do we solve X? Just say, look at those number plates that we have in our cars, to make sure that each car has got its own number plate. There must be some maths involved. They must use probability. Now you can go and brag to your friends or answer those people who say math is not used in real life. You must say, no, we use maths. You just don't know that we use it. That's what must be proud of. Okay, let's proceed. Now 10.3, they're saying if the letters and digits may not be repeated. Okay, underline that, may not be repeated. What is the probability that a number plate of this form starts with letters B and C in any order? So meaning that you're gonna have BC, so start with B and C. So this means that it starts with B. So we've got B and C here as our first letter. Let me just stick to black because I was using black. So here we have got B and C. Oh, let me just put it here at the bottom because it might be confusing if I put it here. So we've got B and C, or because it starts with B and C, or it can be CB. They're still starting with B and C. So they said in any order. Otherwise, if they didn't say in any order, we're going to assume that it's just B and C, just BC. But I said in any order, so it means that it could also have CB. They're still treating that as B and C. So CB. So meaning that if we're coming back here with one option and one option here, because B, it's C. So letters may not be repeated, or digits may be repeated. So they said nothing about digits. So they're still the same as what we found above. 10 times 9, because they're saying these may not be repeated. So we're just copying from the above question. And then lastly, we have now used two letters. So we have 18 and 17 again. What you're going to see is also have 1 here. And also have 10, 9, and 18, 17. So what we do, we just multiply these now. So the other probabilities are the all possible combinations. So meaning that the probability, I'm gonna call it event A, but you can say that A is an event that number plate starts with BC or CB. You're now just gonna multiply this by 2 because we're adding them, and also we're adding, but they're the same. So you're gonna be having 1 times 1 times 10 times 9 times 18 times 17 divided by all possible outcomes, which is that 9,302,400. And you're gonna find your answer there.